Coverage you can count on begins with the latest on two women who were shot and killed Sunday evening. It happened at the Best Buy parking lot off Walton Way Extension. The two victims are mother and daughter. Investigators say the subject is Hajir Halebzadeh. He was injured in the shooting, though it is not clear how. He'll be charged with murder once released from the hospital. A 5-year-old child was present at the time but was unharmed.
Yeah, physically at least. Graham Lee live now at the sheriff's office. And Graham, this suspect is the husband of one of those victims, and there's a history of domestic violence here.
Well, Brad, Jenny, just a tragic story today just regarding the events of this weekend. The two victims in this case are Melissa Domingo and her own mother, 74-year-old Elizabeth Domingo. Now, Halebzadeh was married to Melissa Domingo, and after going back through records, we found that this domestic dispute was not the first time.
A mother and grandmother of a 5-year-old child killed. While the child was left unharmed, the emotional damage will be far worse.
There was a lot of speculation on Facebook and a lot of, finger pointing. And I just asked that, for once as a community that we would, come together and put all the bickering and some of the racially motivated hate aside.
The shooting happening around 6 p.m. Sunday night at the Best Buy near Augusta Exchange. Investigators say after a domestic dispute, Melissa Domingo and her 74-year-old mom, Elizabeth, were shot and killed by Melissa's husband, Hajir Halebzadeh. The sheriff says the investigation points to the need for action.
Domestic violence is a pattern of behavior that sometimes linger, and a lot of times the victims, most of the time don't feel as if they can get out of their relationship for various reasons.
But records show this isn't the first time. On New Year's Eve in 2021, Domingo was accused of shooting her husband in the head during another domestic encounter. She was originally charged with aggravated assault, but within the last few weeks, the charges were dismissed. News Channel 6 is also learning Domingo formerly worked at Bel Air Dental Associates in Columbia County. A sign and wreath are now on the front door as the business is closed indefinitely. In a statement on Facebook, the office saying, quote, "This has tremendously affected our team. During this time, we believe it would be best for us to focus on supporting one another and processing this tragedy."
And just think about, a child that was present and saw his mom and grandmother gunned down. And so that's something they're gonna have to deal with for the rest of their lives.
So if you feel like you are a victim, the Sheriff's Office is encouraging you to call the hotline phone numbers for Safe Homes of Augusta or the Salvation Army of Augusta. So we have those two hotline numbers on our website, WJBF.com. We also reached out to the former attorney's office of Domingo for comment, and they declined. Live in Augusta, Graham Lee, WJBF, News Channel 6.